My name's Eric, and today I'm escaping normal life in the Smoky Mountains.
You don't know until you lost somebody, truly lost someone. Oh yeah. You don't know until you're part of something you believe is true. Oh yeah.
Well, I guess Florida is kicking me out with style. I woke up to rain this morning. The only thing that sucks, it's supposed to rain a lot where I'm headed.
We wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
Alright, I think I took some acid last night because I don't know what that thing is. That's like out of Stephen King's It or something. McDonald's sure has changed a lot since I was a kid.
You and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets sing. Side by side and through and through. No limit to what we can do.
They kind of, I've been over it, I've walked over here.
Oh, we know what we
Alright, so it's been about a week since I've been living in my car, and I am already making changes to it. Mainly to the sleeping arrangements. So I had originally built this platform to go underneath my sleeping pad, and I did it so that I could have like a little bit of a storage compartment, and it kind of raised me up a little bit, and I thought I would like it. But in hindsight, it raised me up too much. It actually made it harder for me to get in and out of the vehicle, and it actually like put my head closer to the ceiling. So if I leaned up, I was hitting the ceiling with my head a lot. So I'm taking it out. I hope I'm not making a big mistake, because as I'm taking it out, I'm also going to be throwing it away, and I'm not going to be coming back to this area. I'm currently visiting a friend, and I'm not going to be coming back to this area. So once it's gone, it's gone. I have to rebuild another one if it's something I decide to do again in the future. But I think it's going to be better for me overall. So now here is the new setup. It's just like the old setup. My sleeping platform is still here. I still use the deep sleep to sleep on, and I gotta tell you, I've slept a couple nights on this now, and it is very comfortable. I sleep very well on it. I'll maybe do a full review on it in the future. And this is it from the side. Now when I lift this up, I still have a couple things under there. I have a little camp table, and these are all blankets that I have for when it gets cold, and I put them down as a way to store them, but also now it is a way to protect cold air from coming up underneath here. Even though this mattress pad, I think, has like an R value of 18, which is very, very, very warm. This will help obviously a lot too. This is a wool blanket, this is a fleece blanket, and then this is a sleeping bag, fleece sleeping bag liner. So when it gets really cold, I have a liner I can throw in my sleeping bag. But yeah, now I'm a little bit further away from the ceiling. It's easier for me to get in and out of the vehicle through either the passenger side or through the back. I'm just not as high up, and it just makes it a lot easier for me. So this is the sleeping platform I had. A couple people asked me, how did I make this happen? So these are just like 2x4s here on the sides, and that was my legs. There's one over on this side, right here, and then the same 2x4s cut down in the middle to brace them together. And then, I don't know, 1 inch by whatever inch these pieces of wood are. Hinges here, hinges here, so this allowed me to open it up this way from the passenger side door, and then this allowed me to fold it back, and the front passenger seat right there could then slide back, and whoever is riding with me in the passenger seat can then slide their seat back and be a little more comfortable when this is moved back. But in hindsight, this whole thing was kind of a pain. These brackets right here, which were necessity, because when I folded this back, these brackets here stopped this wood from like kind of caving in a little bit. So I had to put these here, but these brackets then kept hitting. I had like a blanket down here, and these brackets then kept hitting the blanket, and I had to move the blanket back to like fold this back all the way. So it just was kind of a pain. I just don't think I cared for it as much.
Another night and I'm just walking, city lights and people talking. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I wonder if you got that feeling, staring at your bedroom ceiling, and think about me the way I think about you. Could you tell me, should I let you go? Yeah, I gotta know, yeah, I gotta know if I'm gonna be yours, so don't you keep me waiting. Yeah, I have to know, yeah, I have to know if you wanna be mine, 'cause this is so frustrating. Tell me now, don't keep me waiting. Hey,
I legit thought he was a statue at first.
Are you a statue, buddy? No? Are you real?
one more time. It's quiet when we both are sober, but 2 drinks in and we start all over again, and it feels so right. So just tell me, should I let you go?
One of the perks of traveling around the country is I get to meet up with people I haven't seen in my life for sometimes 20 years, 30 years, sometimes even. Like today, I am actually driving into the Knoxville area, and I am going to meet up with actually an ex-girlfriend from high school. We have not seen each other in 30 years. So we're gonna get together and just kind of catch up.
You know, there's definitely moments in this lifestyle where it's very, I don't know, dreamlike, maybe romanticized, even a little poetic, that I'm traveling the country and living out of my car and being in new places all the time. And then there are days like today. Just the littlest things take me so much longer than the average person because there's so many more steps involved. I woke up and immediately wanted to go to a place and grab a shower. So for me, I can't just go into the next room over from my bedroom and jump in the shower and take 10 minutes to do that. No, I have to drive to where the shower is. So I found a Planet Fitness today and I got my shower. And then because I'm dealing with public showers all the time, I have to deal with things like this. Sometimes there's trash on the ground. Yeah, that's hair. I don't know if a Sasquatch showered in there. I don't know what happened in there. Yeah, it's not always the prettiest sight. And then when I got done with my shower, I needed to do a little bit of work in the internet. Usually Planet Fitnesses have Wi-Fi, and they usually have pretty decent Wi-Fi. This one did not. They had Wi-Fi, but did not have very good Wi-Fi, so I was not able to really do the work that I needed to do. So I decided, okay, I'll come out here, I'm starving. I'll just come out in the parking lot here and make my breakfast. And for some people, maybe 20 minutes tops to make breakfast. For me, it's 45 minutes at least, because everything just takes a little bit longer. Everything's very procedural. Everything's got to be a very, very step-by-step, very specific way for me to do things. I don't have the luxury of keeping things in kind of random places. I have to have everything in a very specific place. And I also don't have the luxury of just saying, you know what, I don't feel like doing dishes, I'll do them later. I have no place to put dirty dishes. So for me, when it comes to doing dishes, I have to do them right away. And it always takes time to do that. And I get it, I'm in a parking lot. There's a lot of people who maybe see somebody cooking outside their car in a parking lot and think that's pretty weird and may have their kind of want to stare at me a little bit. I get that. But as I'm in the parking lot today, cooking my breakfast and cleaning up, this guy walks to the parking lot and he's looking at me and everything. And I said hi to him. He did not respond. He got very close to my car, just stood and stared inside my car. I said hi to him again, didn't say anything, and eventually he just kept walking. So there's also not being able to just be in peace and be by myself. I'm constantly dealing with other people and other things around. and a lot of traffic, a lot of noise. So I can't even have a quiet morning if I wanted to. But, you know, ups and downs of this life, I guess. Of course it's a museum of salt and pepper shakers. Why wouldn't it be? It might be overcast today, but at least the breakfast views are nice.
Cutting corners. Where do you go? Breaking.
I got this bread yesterday at the Amish market. Oh my God,
What
so
do you
good.
know?
So good.
Follow your heart. What do you say? Fight the darkness till break of day. The heart and the past changing so fast, like a chameleon. Red ones and blue skies. What did we know? We were so very young.
Well, I just got done biking Cades Cove. And if you've never been to Smoky Mountains National Park, Cades Cove is probably one of the bigger destinations here inside the park. It is an 11-mile loop where you can most days drive your car, but you can also walk it, you can bike it, you can rent a horse and do horseback riding through it. And it's just known for its scenic beauty. It's also known for seeing wildlife a lot. But every Wednesday during summertime, Cades Cove will actually shut down their motor trail. So you cannot bring a car at all in there, and they only leave it open to pedestrians so that you can enjoy it without having a bunch of cars whizzing by you, which is pretty cool. So I got up super early this morning. I had to get up at 5 a.m. It's an hour drive into the park for me to get to Cades Cove. I had to get to the bike rental station right when they open, because I read online it gets very popular when it opens, and that was very true. At 7 a.m. there was already about 50 people online to rent a bike so that you can bike through Cades Cove. And I left the park like 11 o'clock this morning, and when I was leaving I overheard one of the parking attendants say that at 8 a.m. the place was full. You could not park at all. So people were parking like an extra 2 miles down the street in order to get into Cades Cove after presumably 8 a.m. Smoky Mountains is located in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, or right next to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It's the next big town here. And it's really just a tourist trap area. While it's quaint and it's got its own little feel, I guess, it's really just a ton of shopping, a ton of restaurants. You know, places like Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum are here, and a ton of mini golf places, and a ton of just kitschy little restaurant names and things are there. So I got into the Gatlinburg area just a few days ago, and I came here because my parents are actually in the area. My parents have had a timeshare in the area for like 30 years now, probably longer, and we used to come here for vacation every year. And a few weeks ago when I was talking to my mom, when I was still in Florida, she said, yeah, we'll be in Gatlinburg in June. I said, oh, well, I was going to be in Gatlinburg, in the Gatlinburg area near June. I was going to come to the Smoky Mountains anyways in June. Why don't I just visit you there? So I came in town a few days ago, and I've been spending time with my parents, which is pretty cool, because I probably won't get a chance to see them for like another year. They live in Florida, and I'll be traveling around, so that's pretty cool. Other than that, I basically hit Tennessee like a week and a half ago or something, and I went through the middle of the state and got a chance to see an old friend of mine who lives just outside of Nashville, and then I stopped in a little town called Cleveland, Tennessee, where I saw some more family, and then I stopped through Knoxville, Tennessee, where I saw an ex-girlfriend from high school. Actually, I've not talked to her in 30 years, and that was really cool to be able to catch up with her. And then I drove over here. My plan is to go to the Northeast, mostly for summer. I'm trying to get up there for summertime. I'm trying to head to like Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, that upstate New York area. I was there last fall, or I guess 2 falls ago, and it was just absolutely stunning for fall. So I thought maybe I'll see it during the summertime and see a little bit more of this kind of stuff is kind of what I'm hoping to see. The only thing that's kind of stopping me and holding me here, aside from seeing family, is that I did have to order a replacement cable for my Anchor portable power station. And if you're not familiar with an Anchor portable power station, it is basically a Jackery portable power station. It's just another company that makes one of these big, oversized batteries that are about the size of a small igloo cooler, if you remember those. And it allows me to charge all my devices on the road. It allows me to charge up my laptop and my cell phone, but mostly I got it for my car fridge, and that needs power at all times, and I got that portable power station so that I can plug my fridge into that. And the portable power station needs to be recharged just like your cell phone needs to be recharged. And you can recharge it via solar, you can plug it into the wall in your house to recharge it, or you can plug it into your car. And the power station actually came with all of those things. Unfortunately, I lost 2 of those cables. I lost the car charger, and I lost the one that plugs into the wall. So I had to replace the car charger one because my solar, unfortunately, I don't get a chance to hook up the solar as much as I would like, because my solar is not affixed to the top of my car, so that when I'm driving it doesn't go anywhere. I can only use my solar when I'm parked in the sun, obviously, and I can't be parked in shade, I can't be cloudy outside, it can be raining, I can't be parked under trees like I am now. So I can only recharge that battery with my solar at certain times of the day. And so I really needed this car charger to recharge my power station, and I've had to order that, and it's been really a pain to get a hold of the company to get the replacement part. For replacement parts, they only deal with email. You can't call them and just say I need to order this, or they don't sell replacement parts on their website. And it's like they only respond to emails like every 3 days. So it's just really taken a very long time for me to get this cable. But I did buy it, and they're hopefully going to be shipping to me. I had it shipped to Florida because I don't know where I'm going to be when they ship this cable. So I'm shipping it to Florida to a friend's house, and then once she says she's got it, I'll tell her where I'm at, and she can ship it to wherever I'm going to be.
Changes so fast, like it could be on. Red ones and blue skies. One thing we know, we were so very young.
Well, I am here at my parents' condo. I have been here a few days now, maybe like 4 days, and my parents actually left yesterday. So for the past 2 days now, I have had the place to myself, which is pretty nice. I get an actual bed to sleep in, good Wi-Fi, a good space to work at, and showers, which is always nice. So from here on out, it's really going to be just me and my car. I leave the area today, and I give up all these handy accommodations. But it's what I want to do. I want to be able to get out and see more of the country again. So I think where I'm headed is the Northeast. I think I'm going to start heading that way soon and go back up into the Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire area again. It's been a little while since I've been there. So until next time, thanks for escaping normal life with me.